Webs. It has to be. My senses are crazy good now. I mean, my soul literally hatched into an eye. That has to count for something, right? But I can't see them at all. There's no time to think about it. I make a jab towards Lark a moment too late. Penelope puts up an arm to block and Lark just bites the hand clean off, clawing through her throat anyway. It happens in an instant. There's no time to process, panic, or scream. I ready a tentacle to catch Penelope's soul as I stab at the monster again, though it jumps away with a gleeful swallow. Our healer's remaining hand moves to stop the blood, but she's casting half as fast with half her fingers. I will my mouth to produce saliva, blowing spit in an arc around us, the drop speeding on a few of the wire-like webs. There they are. The webs themselves seem invisible. How thin did she get them? I win. The tiny monster gloats, leaping around and laying out yet more of those damn threads. That one is the only one that heals. You'll all tire before I run out of food. I win. More humans for me. Claretta. Make sure the rest of them don't die. Claretta takes a deep breath, and starts to sing. No, Claretta, Lark growls. Not now. The one that's bleeding can die. The blood gushing from Penelope's neck starts to slow as her song continues regardless. Song pulls down their collar and starts spitting as well, cutting through any revealed wire webs with their acidic knife. Claretta, I said not now. Lark snaps. Claretta. We book it her way, Bentley scooping up Penelope as Claretta buys her the time to complete her own spell, fighting back against the multiple open arteries. How Penelope remained conscious with multiple gushing arteries, help or no, I'll have to ask later. For now we follow Song, forming a wedge through the traps to grab the brave hunter that's rescuing her own fucking rescuers. Claretta. Lark shrieks, almost desperately. Claretta, what are you doing? Stop. Stop. They're here to take you away. The monster dashes forward to intercept us, panic filling its features. It's so fucking fast. I whip a tentacle out to try and distract it, jabbing with my spear as the rest of my team turns to cut it. We land a few blows, bleeding the child horror. It leaps backwards. Claretta. Don't go with them. Claretta. Confusion and terror spread across the monster's face, and it hesitates. We waste no time capitalizing on that, landing more cuts. Stop stealing her. It begs us. Stop it. Claretta. Sing, sing, and sing some more. It's all the broken hunter does in response. Bentley scoops her up as well, one biomancer in each arm as we turn and make a fighting retreat from the area. Element of surprise lost. The battle falls out of Lark's favor and into ours, wounds on her small body stacking up with very few nearby creatures to eat and heal from. Wailing and begging, her voice screaming raw, a monster cries as something she loves is taken away. Claretta. Claretta. I scream as loudly as I can, barely choking the name out between sobs. My blood drips on the earth and I know I have to run, I have to go eat something or I'll die. But Claretta. They're taking my Claretta. They're taking her, and she's helping them, and I don't understand why. I don't understand any of it. Water pours from my eyes, just as it did for Claretta and the Fulvia so many times. Is this why? Is this what that meant? Is this how they felt? I don't understand. An arrow flies my way, stabbing through my belly. I have to go. I have to go. No, they have my Claretta. No, no, no. I'm barely even thinking when I turn and run, fleeing to my closest stored meal, hateful instincts pulling me to survival, to food. I have to heal, I have to go back and kill them all. I have to save Claretta. She's silly, and she doesn't understand that she's leaving me. Right? That has to be it. I tear into my meal, flashes of joy flowing through me as the gnawing hunger within is abated for a glorious instant with each bite. I ignore the feeling, the water running down my cheeks being so much more right for the circumstances. Over and over I and the humans repeat the dance, but my increasingly desperate and panicked attacks only leave me worse off with each engagement. I land hits, I know I do, but Claretta heals them. If I don't get her back soon, they'll be out of my territory and I won't have any trapped snacks to heal up with. My odds of saving her will just get worse and worse until she's gone forever. I can't let that happen, but I don't know how to stop it. It doesn't take long. Soon, they're beyond the reach of my webs and it only helps them move faster. I follow. I have to follow. What else can I do? I need to calm down and think. I can't go ahead of them and make traps because I don't know where they're going. What else can I do? How else can I beat a bunch of humans? I don't know how much time passes, but I'm eventually given my answer. An island starts to pass overhead and I remember that humans have to sleep. These ones don't. They keep pressing on, knowing I'm following them. But they can't do that forever, right? Lots of creatures I've seen are like that. They eventually run out of energy well before I do. As long as I keep eating, I can keep going. Humans can't, though. There's a limit to how much food Claretta can eat at once. There's a limit to how long she can stay awake before she loses consciousness. The same should go for all humans, shouldn't it? It does. It has to. Otherwise, I'm doomed. I follow them. Night and day I keep on their trail, tracking them by sound and circling their position. They know I'm here. The Vita can sense me from further than I can hear them. It doesn't matter, though, as long as I keep something between me and them they can't do anything about me. I will outlast them. Another day, and they start to slow down. Another day and I attack, prodding at their defenses and testing their strength. Half of them seem exhausted, but the other half are fine. The Song, the Bentley, and the Vita still fight with the same vigor of the first day. Not the rest of them, however. I'll keep waiting, keep wearing them out. I'll get you back, Claretta. Finally, another day later, when a sky ground comes they finally stop. I grin, lying down to wait and rest myself. The island above is massive and the night will be long and dark. Let them get comfortable. Let them sleep. That's when I'll strike. I lie silently and pick my moment. I can't see them, only hear and smell them, and the sounds from their camp are quiet. I can only guess when the best time to attack is, but I am an experienced hunter and my guesses are very, very good. I move forward. Go away. Claretta suddenly shouts into the darkness. Don't get any closer. Claretta. I call out, breaking into a sprint. What are they doing to her? Is she okay? Fuck you, Lark. She shrieks. Get out of here. Leave us alone. Wait, me? I skid to a halt. Claretta? What? Leave. Go back to your fucking spider nest and dunk your own head in a lake for once. Just go. I don't know what it is that made me take a step backwards at those words. The raw, hoarse terror to her voice, perhaps. The Claretta I know is always calm, measured. She chooses her words carefully, always putting me at ease. She knows better than to do otherwise, which is why she's so much better than the Fulvia. She's smart. I barely understand tone anyway, and she knows that too. I'll always respond better when she's calm. This sound, though, this tone. It isn't calm in the slightest, and I absolutely do understand it. It's the same sort of scream I made when I begged her to come back. Claretta, I like you. I remind her desperately. We were going to do things together. Shut up. I don't care. Why would I care? You stupid fucking child. You ate me. Another step back. I'm terrified and I don't know why. I should just rush forward, kill the other humans and take her back, right? I was going to let you. Lark, Claretta seethes, an unbridled hate oozing through her words. You made me choose between torturing my friend and watching her die. People are going to come for you, and they are going to kill you, and there is nothing in the entire world I want more than that. I turn and start to run the other way. I hope they bring me your corpse, Claretta murmurs, but I don't deserve that kind of closure. I run and I don't stop. I don't understand. 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 I don't know how long I flee for. Days, maybe. At some point my terror shifts to anger, pushing me to follow my baser instincts. How dare she hate me? After I spared her, after I made her special to me. With these thoughts I tear my teeth into everything I come across, not bothering to go for limbs or consider my approach. I'm just a whirlwind of death and fury, ripping apart my prey like any other stupid member of my kin. Darkness forms in the day, dropping water on me like the sky itself is crying. I don't even know what I'm fighting when the rain falls. Rain. Claretta described it to me once, but I've never seen it before. Gloomy, dreary, and cold. A perfect mix for my battle with this five-legged bug thing? Why am I even trying to eat this? It looks gross. I don't want to look like that. I jump away, making distance until it stops chasing me. The anger is gone and nothing replaces it. What do I do now? Where do I go? Should I bother going anywhere? Where am I? There are no landmarks in the forest, not when every inch is covered with dense layers of bushes and trees. It's part of why I marked and webbed such a huge territory. The only other way for me to even tell what direction I'm going is to find a clearing and look up at the sky, orienting myself with the islands above. Those change, however, and after many days of whatever I was doing, I don't recognize any of the ones close enough to tell me what direction I'm pointing. Does it really matter, though? I have nowhere to go. I need to find water, I guess, if I want to live. Do I want to live? Do I want to do anything? Yes. I decide yes. I want to live. But what will I do? I've lost my Claretta, and she's the only Claretta there is. Not the only human, though, I suppose. Claretta was kind, Claretta taught me things, Claretta sang for me. Maybe there's another human like that as well. I don't know how to find any, though, so I just keep wandering, ambling, eating anything in my path that looks powerful or interesting. I have no plan other than to keep walking in the same direction until I find a human or something kills me. Or I walk off the edge of the island, I suppose. Claretta said we're on an island, too, just like the ones in the sky. More days pass like this, and I once again don't bother to keep track of how many. I suppose I could count them all if I wish. I don't forget things like the Fulvia did. I don't really want to think too hard about the past however many days, though. Not now, and probably never again. It hurts too much. It scares me too much, though what exactly scares me I'm still not sure. Eventually, however, my non-strategy lucks out and bears fruit. I find a human. Damn, a deep voice swears. It ran into the forest. To my left I hear a scuffling in the underbrush and quickly pounce on it, grabbing a small animal between my claws and pulling it into the light. Brown and fuzzy, the creature's long, floppy ears and powerful hind legs seem like decent enough traits, though the thing is so tiny and weak I suspect it spends more time running away than catching any prey regardless. Well, fuck. I guess I'll catch it next time. Oh right, the human. That's a human voice. I found one. I quickly bind up my next meal and carry it under one arm as I scurry towards the sound. What were you trying to catch? I ask. I hear my quarry pause. I'm so happy to have found one. Either it's wonderful like the Claretta and I'll get to keep it, or it's not and I'll get to eat it. Hello? It asks. Is someone there? Yes, I confirm. I am here. My name is Lark. Hello. Miss Lark? The human asks, confused. You sound way too young to be playing this far from town. You're going to get hurt if you do that. Come on out of the forest now, yeah? Okay, I agree. Seems sensible enough. I do get hurt all the time. But what does it mean by out of the forest? Into a clearing, probably. There are patches of forest all over without the otherwise ever-present bushes and branches. Sometimes it's because of bodies of water, sometimes it's because of rocks, sometimes a huge monster recently smashed the area and sometimes I'm not sure why the trees are gone at all. The areas are never particularly large, but they're welcome places to rest, collect oneself, and... My train of thought screeches to a halt as I push through the thick brush into... not a clearing. Or perhaps the ultimate clearing? I can see so far. There are so many things out in front of me I can't see the forest on the other side. There might not even be forest on the other side. It's too much at once. I've never seen this many new things at the same time since the day I was born. I have to. Oh, wait, the human is running away. Help. It screams, sprinting towards. I don't even know. The long, yellow grass? The odd square stones? The tiny, tiny creatures? No, the faraway creatures that I can barely make out moving between them? It doesn't matter, really. Quit running, I command, shooting webs out of my fingers and catching it in the back. With my other hand I shoot webs into the ground, anchoring my smaller body down to manage the weight difference before I tug. To my annoyance, I only manage to yank the human's cloak off. Right, the detachable skin thing that they do. Whatever, I just shoot more webs and grab it for real this time, pulling it back towards me. The human lands on its back with a heavy thud, and I quickly web it up before showing it the other animal I just caught. Question. What's this? The human is silent for a while, looking around in a wild panic for a few moments before hesitantly answering. A rabbit. Rabbit, I repeat, memorizing the word. Okay. Thanks. I sit down on the human's chest, biting off the first of the limbs on the rabbit. It screams in distress, which I'm used to ignoring by now, even with my sensitive hearing. It's a pretty normal reaction for my food. I web up its mouth a bit more. What are you? The human asks. What are you doing? I'm Lark, I say, slower this time so he can understand easier. I told you that already. And right now, I'm deciding whether to keep you or eat you. I bite off the rabbit's other leg, swallowing immediately. Not that big or tasty, but food is food and I kind of like how it looks. Like the capsules, but a bit deformed. And smaller, which is appealing somehow. I don't know, I just kind of like it even though I know larger creatures are more likely to fare well in combat. The human, meanwhile, seems to be thinking rapidly, its panicked mind coming to a decision that would define the rest of its life. It takes a deep, deep breath, and bellows as loud as it can. Monster attack. Sound the alarm. Monster attack. Sound the alarm. Hey, quit that, I grumble, getting up and kicking the loud human in the head. What is it even doing? Help. Monster attack. I said stop. Help. Help. Alarm. Please, somebody. The human's voice is already hoarse, each scream bellowed with the fullest extent of its lung capacity. Face red, body sweating, the terrified creature does. What? What is it doing? Surely it understands that annoying me will get it killed? I glance around, eyes catching on the faraway moving blobs. I'm still struggling to interpret what I'm seeing. I've never seen so far without looking up, and there's nothing to see when I look up except rocks. Yet I think those might be more humans? I think a bunch of them might be coming this way. People are going to come for you, and they are going to kill you, and there is nothing in the entire world I want more than that. Shit. I guess this human is choosing to be food. I web up its mouth, dragging it into the forest and out of sight. On a whim, I take the cloak, too. Maybe it's big enough to hide me. If not, it might at least be good for rain. I glance down at my prey, seeing water leaking from the human's eyes. Damn it. I hate when they do that. Humans. Humans everywhere. It's terrifying. I don't think I'd normally be so worried. A bunch of humans came to investigate after I captured and ate that one who screamed. They never entered the forest, though, keeping a respectful, cautious distance from the trees. The trees are my domain, after all. None of them smelled that tough. If they had gotten closer, I'm sure I could have killed them all in the forest. Yet now I'm terrified, because I'm not in the forest anymore. The human lands have no trees to hide behind or hang webs from. Vast, flat, the tallest things are flimsy grasses and the structures humans themselves reside in. This is their domain. Here, their ability to attack from a distance goes from an incidental consideration to a constant looming threat. Any human that I can see could pull out a bow and shoot at me, even if I'm well out of range to retaliate. One arrow, I can dodge. But an arrow from each human? There must be at least 10 tens of humans here. No, many times that number. Tens of tens? At some point, the structures get so numerous that I can't see past them anymore. Each and every one of them wants me dead. So why am I walking towards them? Tall wooden towers dwarf the landscape, the humans up top no doubt able to see me coming for ages as I walk down the dirt trail driven through the landscape towards their settlement. Yet no alarm is raised, none of them sparing me more than a passing glance. My lower arms clutch tightly to the inside of my stolen cloak, holding it closed. Hood up, I must look like a small human. I hope I do. That is the goal, after all. I walk past the towers, stone buildings looming ahead as countless humans walk around between them. What am I even going to do when I get there? Start eating them? I'd surely die. Behind the towers, on each side of the main path into town, smaller wooden structures are dotted around, humans sitting behind them and shouting at passers-by. Hearty stew here. Salted directly from the mines. Fabrics. Dyed or plain, any income catered. Treats for the little ones. fresh, imported fruit. It feels like I don't understand half the words being shouted, but the further in I get the more humans surround me, heading to and from the stalls, exchanging little chitin chips for whatever thing the yelling humans seem to have in abundance. The whole process enraptures me, overwhelming me with questions as I watch these rituals I have no hope of understanding on my own. Oh, hey there, sweetie. Are you lost? A human approaches me. I jump backwards, a bit startled. Had they been talking to me? It's one of the big humans, as opposed to the humans that are more my size. This one is wearing a long, flowing piece of cloth that encompasses both of its legs rather than the individual per-leg cloths that the hunters all wore, which I find interesting. I stare at it a while, accidentally meeting the human's gaze as it kneels down. Oh, whoa. Are you okay? The human asks. What's that on your face? I reach a hand up, double-checking the integrity of the bandage-like webbing I wrapped myself in to hide my features. Only the tiniest slits are open for me to see and breathe out of. I had no idea if this would work, but I was right. It's not attacking me. Humans really don't attack things that they think are other humans. Even ones they don't know. Why not? That's so strange. I'm okay, I insist, increasingly aware of every possible mistake that could expose me. You sure? The human asks. Where's your mom and dad? I don't have any idea what those are. I don't know, I murmur, heart pounding in my chest. Seriously, what possessed me to come here? What am I doing? Okay. The human hums back. Well, that's all right. Where was the last place you saw them, sweetie? I don't have any idea how to answer that, either, but the only place I could have ever saw anything is the direction I came from, right? I point back up the path, away from the human structures and towards the forest. The human's expression is as difficult for me to read as always. Oh, the human eventually murmurs. Oh, no. You poor thing. I'm so sorry. Alina. Another human calls, this one taller and deeper voiced. It has the leg-by-leg cloth, too. Hey, there you are. What are you doing over here? Elias. I think something happened to this girl's parents on the road here. What girl? The Elias asks. I, of course, have already slipped away, using other humans like trees to break line of sight the moment the Elias took the other human's attention off of me. There's simply too much I don't understand going on in that interaction. I'm afraid I'll slip something up and they'll realize I'm not really one of them. Frankly, having all these humans so close to me is already driving me into a panic. My ravenous instincts start bubbling to the surface, each new smell a new meal that the core of my being wants to consume. I can't though. Not in this place. So why am I even here? Quickly, I scurry off the road, away from the crowds of delicious creatures and behind the small structures with the humans that yell about whatever objects they have nearby. I'm sweating. The webs on my face are itchy, but if I scratch with my claws even a little, I'll break them, expose my face, and die. Even as is, a lot of humans glance at me as I pass, staring at the white webs that hide my dark body. I can only imagine what their expressions mean, but I doubt it's good. I need a more human fake skin. I need a better way to cover my face. Or I need to do what I should have done in the first place, and not walk into the middle of a bunch of angry meals. Yet I'm just too curious. I want to understand, to know. When I figure out how this human colony works, I'll be able to start eating them safely. There are other wooden structures out here, away from the dirt path but well before the cluster of stone structures that seem to be where most of the humans are. Humans sit behind these too, yelling out whatever they seem to want to give away, but far fewer people are moving around between the stalls away from the road. One place in particular catches my eye. 3 humans are there, a large and small one outside the wood structure and the one sitting behind it. As usual, small chitin discs are given to the one behind the stall for an item in return, which looks like an oddly shaped round piece of wood. It's when the wood is given to the smaller human and it covers its face with it that I start walking closer. A fake skin for the face. That's exactly what I need. I creep closer, waiting for 2 of the humans to leave before walking up to the fake face acquisition structure with my hood pulled low. All sorts of odd knickknacks dot the stand alongside the wooden face coverers, all of which are made of wood but none of which have a purpose I can divine. How best to take one? Hello there, little lady. The human in the structure exclaims. See something you like? I would like a face coverer, please, I demand. Well, you're going to need some money for that. Money? Is that a word for the little kite and circles people have been giving to each other? Still, this human clearly hasn't thought of the obvious. I can just not give you any and take it anyway, I point out. It's an odd-looking human, even by human standards. Its face is wrinkled, its hair missing in all but its nose, ears, and thin patches on its head. It has an odd sort of thinness to its body, muscles taut over a frame that doesn't quite fit. Still, the human doesn't smell weak. I suspect it would make a wonderful meal. You probably could, the human agrees, lips quirking in an odd way I can't place. I'm not too fast these days. But if you do that, you can bet I'm going to track down your parents and tell them all about it. I look up at the human, forgetting to keep my hood down for a moment as I point towards the forest. If I have parents, they're a long way that way. Its expression drops, face softening considerably. The human takes in my wrapped-up face and hands in silence for a moment before answering. What's your name? It asks. Lark, I answer immediately. Lark, are you alone? Do you have a family? I'm alone, I agree, not understanding the word family well enough to answer. Why do you want a festival mask? To cover my face with, I say, a bit confused by this line of questioning. I'm going to take one now. It's nice to meet you, Lark, the human tells me. My name is August. You know, Lark, it takes me a long time to carve these masks. Okay? I'm not sure what the August is on about, so I just start looking around for an easy mask to grab. I'm very short, and the wood structure is made for taller humans. If you spent a long time making something, getting all the details right, putting your love into it, and someone just came one day and took it away without giving you anything in return, how would you feel? I stop. My home. My nest. My Claretta. Bad, I answer. Well, I would also feel bad if someone took a mask from me. Do you want me to feel bad, Lark? I'm reaching out to grab a mask but something in the words makes me stop, my mind without any input from me imagining the August standing in the rain, screaming out for Claretta like I did back then. My hand drops back down to my side. The August can feel that way too, huh? I glower up at the wrinkly human. It's an interesting thought, I suppose, but of course I don't care. Why would I care? I eat people. I kill them. What happens to anyone else, how anyone else feels, is not my problem. Of course I'm going to take the stupid mask. Yet my hand does not move back up to steal one. I don't have any money, I admit. But I need a mask. The August nods as if it expected this. Well, if you want to do some work for me, I think that would be a fair trade for the work I put into them. I would be happy with that. Would you be happy with that? Happier than just having the mask and being done with it? Still, I nod, slowly but firmly. Okay. What do you want me to do? It smiles, words warm and voice calm. Somehow, this human felt even more Claretta-like than Claretta when it spoke. First, how about you choose what mask you like best? I have a lot of varieties. I glance around. They're all just wood in weird patterns. I don't really get why they're different from each other. The August laughs, putting a hand over its chest like I'd wounded it there. Arg, you've hurt my inner artist, little Lark. My pride might struggle to recover from that. They're animal masks, see? For the festival. He grabs a few, holding them out to me. This one is a cat, this one is a bug. You see? What is this human talking about? It's just weirdly shaped wood. No. Wait, I kinda see it. Yeah, it's carved to look like the animals, just without the right colors or textures or movements. It's the shape. The cat one looks like a catzel, complete with ears that look like mine. I, of course, therefore do not at all want that mask. The whole point is to hide my features. The one that catches my eye is a wide-eyed mask with a funny faux beak. It looks like some kind of bird, which is perfect because I love birds. They can fly, just like I can in the song Claretta used to sing about me. I like this one best, I tell the August. Oh? The owl mask. Good choice. That's fitting for a lark. Huh? Oh, well. The lark and the owl. They're both birds, you know? That's what your name means. A lark is a kind of bird, beloved by people everywhere for its beauty and songs. Oh. Of course. Claretta was never singing about me in the first place. I grit my teeth, pulling the owl mask to my chest and squeezing it hard. Tears form in my eyes behind my webbing, and try as I might I can't will them away. So frustrating, so very, very frustrating. I can't control anything that's mine. Not even my own body. She never liked me. Lark? The August asks. Are you okay? I'm fine, I choke out, putting the mask on the way I saw the smaller human do it. Do I look less weird now? You look lovely, Lark, the human answers. It's a bit early to be wearing a festival mask, but I don't think anyone will mind. You shouldn't have to hide your face, though, if you don't want to. I want to, I assure it. The August just nods, and soon after starts to explain how I am to help it. The task seems easy and straightforward enough, even if it attracts more attention than I'd like. I agree. It's not like I have anything else to do. Festival masks. I call out, heart pounding as eyes turn my way. Cheaper when you buy in advance. Don't wait, get them today. Cloak clasped and mask secure, the humans have no way of knowing I'm not one of them. Apparently all the yelling helps the August get more people that do have money over to its stall, and that's all it needs as repayment. I'm not entirely sure I understand, but it's simple and I get to watch lots of humans without arousing suspicion. A few hours later an island starts to pass nearby, and the August starts to close its shop. I have performed your service, I intone at the human. So the mask is now mine, and you will not scream or cry when I leave with it? The August chuckles and shakes its head. The owl mask is yours. I promise to not scream or cry due to its absence. You are free to go, Lark. You've been a big help. The human looks at me, lips quirking upwards. Not a single shred of fear or tension is visible on its features. It's so different to anything I felt from Claretta. I don't have any response to its words, but nor do I leave. Lark, the August continues, do you have anywhere to stay tonight? I tense up, again faced with a question I don't know how to answer. The human starts talking again after my silence. I admit, I asked my customers about you, it says. I wanted to make sure no one was looking for a child your age. But they weren't. You're homeless, aren't you? I nod, slowly. My home was destroyed, I admit. And you don't have any parents? It's said like a statement. Well, I don't even know what parents are, so I'll wager the human is probably right on that. No, I agree. I don't. The human takes a deep breath, wearing one of the many human expressions I can't yet decipher. The fact that it's all wrinkly doesn't help either. I don't feel in danger, though, I just feel weighty. Like this decision the human is making is of great significance. If you wish, Lark, you are welcome to help me pack up and join me at my home tonight. We'll get you clean, get you food, get you a bed. Only if you want it. I don't take long to think about it. I probably should, but I don't. Everything feels wrong and out of control. Okay, I agree hesitantly. The human nods, lips quirking up once more. Mine do as well, not that the human can see underneath my new mask. I help the August pack things into the stand, the round parts of which apparently rotate to help it move anywhere the human wants to take it. I'm immediately fascinated as the human grabs the stand and starts to pull it along after itself. The August walks in the opposite direction to most of the other humans, moving further away from the stone buildings rather than towards or into them. We get closer and closer to the forest, in fact, eventually coming across a large structure at its edge, made of wood like the cart rather than stone like the buildings of the town. Leaving the cart stall structure by the side of the big structure, the two of us head inside. I can't help but look around in awe at the hinged entryway, the artificial cave within sectioned off into multiple areas, the vast array of structures inside that I've never, ever seen before. Well, Lark? The human asks. Welcome to my home. What do you think? I like it, I murmur, stepping slowly around and taking everything in. So enclosed, so many places to hang webs. It's neat. The things here are neat. It laughs again. Oh, how easily I could eat the human here. We're so far away from any others. It's a free meal. I'll definitely eat it, later. Well, thank you. I made most everything myself, the house included. So, what would you like to eat? I have a few good vegetables from my garden, or I ate already, I informed the August. It looks surprised, but nods in assent. How about a bath, then? I hesitate. Another word I don't know. Humans have so many of them. How should I respond? Well, I suppose if I agree I'll get to see what it actually is. Oh, okay? I answer hesitantly. The human nods once more, setting off to do whatever it is a bath involves. Firstly, it's apparently drawing water from what looks like underground into a person-sized bucket in one of the enclosed rooms. Then it's making that water bubble a little and start having a bit of mist come out, which the August calls steam. Then it's, well, you first, Lark, the August says. Get on in. Getting in. To the weird water which, as I approach, turns out to be warm. Hot, even. I poke at it. Definitely hot. Yet not painful. Slowly, I start to lift myself inside. Lark, wait. You should undress first. I freeze instantly, horror dawning on me. I have never seen a human without their fake skin on, at least not without taking it off the body myself. I'd just assumed I would never be in a situation where I would be expected to remove mine. What do I do? Do I just eat him? I should probably just be eating him anyway, right? What am I doing? Why am I here? Lark? The human asks slowly. I don't want to. I stammer, stepping away from the human and the bath. I'm not. Please don't ask me to take it off. A lot more fear than I had intended creeps into my voice, and the human picks up on it. No, not like this. Not one that talks to me. Not one that gives me things. I don't want to. Lark, the August says, slowly and calmly. He kneels down to my height. You don't have to. Ever. Okay? I'm sorry. I let out a deep breath, nodding slowly. What does the human think of me? What is that expression on its face? Sadness? I'm safe for now, though. No, wait, I was never in any danger. My lie is safe for now. I think you will feel better after you take a bath, the August continues. You don't have to, but I promise this is a safe place for you. How about this? I will leave and close the door. You can take a bath with your clothes on, or with your clothes off, or you can not take a bath at all. I will wait outside this room and I will not go in as long as you are in here. And I will never, ever touch you unless you ask me to. I promise, Lark. You can leave at any time, for any reason. But as long as you are here, you are safe. I have no words to bring against that. I only nod again, watching as he leaves the room and closes the door. There are no windows here, only a glowing series of symbols on the ceiling give light. I'm alone, and no one will see me unless someone opens that door. It's safe here, and I am very, very itchy. I'm not going to just blindly trust that human, of course. I claw through the coverings that hide my hands, setting up webs around the room that I can take down and hide before leaving. Then, gratefully, I start to undress, dropping my cloak and ripping my bandage-like webbing to shreds. It feels so good already, and I'm not even in whatever a bath is. Maybe I'm misunderstanding the human, like I did with Claretta. Maybe it's making me misunderstand on purpose, somehow. Maybe it'll come in here, maybe it'll see what I really am. Fine. If it does, it dies. I'm hungry anyway. I look forward to it. I get in the bath. The human never comes in. It feels nice,